The number of dengue cases in Singapore plunged by more than 50% in 2009. Amidst a global surge in dengue cases, how did Singapore manage to buck the trend? Well, if the action taken against the mosquitoes is considered a war, then the National Environment Agency's Tai Ji Chung would be considered the general. And who better to ask about the war plan than the general himself?
Okay, basically, vector surveillance here, we have 750 environmental health officers, working on the dengue problem every day. Okay, whether it be checking, enforcement, or doing other dengue-related work, right? And we use geographical information system, to track and to monitor all our data that we captured from the field. Okay, and then of course we have a strong vector control component here. Okay, we work very closely with all the various sectors, government as well as private sector. Okay, and we work closely with all various partners for environmental control.
We are currently in the midst of the traditional dengue season, so could you tell me more about NEA's current campaign against dengue?
Okay, actually our NEA's current the dengue campaign involve our annual intensive source reduction exercise. Okay, actually it begins in January, where we started off looking at all those potentially large breeding sources in the town council areas. Okay, then from there we move on to cover other more sensitive construction sites and upgrading sites in the town council areas. And then after that, we will work together with our partners such as the land agencies, the other government departments and the town councils to check on the other areas that are not covered in the first phase.
In Singapore, the traditional dengue season is from April to October. Contrary to the belief that rain increases chances of dengue mosquito breeding, the dengue season actually corresponds with the temperature of the environment. And so the hotter it is, the higher the chances of mosquito breeding. But that does not mean one should leave stagnant water lying around, as it still encourages breeding. For Mr. Tai, the war is far from over. What are next year's plans going to focus on?
Okay, I think we will continue to focus on areas that are vulnerable to dengue outbreaks. All right, we will fine-tune our strategy and maybe tweak our deployment plan to make it more precise, and put in resources at areas that needed intervention most, right? And we will look at whether is there any particular new areas that we need to add into our strategy, and maybe if need to move resources between these two areas.